turn Disney World into a giant board game again.
It's life this time.
Let's go.
Start of the game, we're all starting in the negative because we spent money on our Disney vacation.
True.
But we can choose to either ball out or ball on a budget. If we ball out, we get life tiles, which is how you win.
Yeah.
If we ball on a budget, we're less in the hole on our worth it points. So I already pick, I'm balling out. Balling out.
Balling out? It would make sense. There's no way I'd have to ball out. It doesn't make sense if I'm cheap.
I'm going to ball on a budget.
So balling out's and a balling on a budget. Okay, all right. We also each will get assigned an archetype to start the game. The archetype will come with our points. So instead of money, we're earning our worth it points this game. How worth it is our Disney vacation. By the end, whoever's is most worth it will win. Worth it points will come in the form of life tiles or just plain old points. We will have a worth it points salary, just like in life, how you get a salary.
Worth it.
So, right now, we're assigning our archetypes. These have been randomly assigned by the producers, okay?
Oh, jeez.
Emma, you've been assigned Disney Adults with a worth it salary of 7,000 points.
Oh my God.
Miranda, you've been assigned Disney Mom with a worth it salary of 6,000 points.
All right.
I've been assigned Oldtimer with a worth it salary of 6,000 points.
All right.
And Sage, you've been assigned Theme Park Hater
What?
with a worth it salary of 4,000 points.
Always the villain, never the bride.
We are playing in turns today, so there's no racing element. We're actually gonna play the board game in turns. We're gonna start with the Disney Adults, and that means Emma, you get to spin the wheel first.
Let's go. Just like that, baby. Let her cook. That's how she's
The wheel's on our phones.
spinning the wheels. Wait, yeah. We never see her again.
5. All right, 5. Well, we'll see you at whatever space that is, or maybe we won't. Bye.
You're the Disney adult.
But like Disney adults want to be with their friends at Disney. I felt like we were all going together.
Magic is real.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Great.
All right, starting off, I'm pretty excited. I'm rolling first. I'm the Disney adult, and that feels correct. And then also, I have to stop. Immediately, I have to stop. I have to make a friend. So now that I'm stopping for a friend, I've doubled my ball out. So it's now 8,000 and not 4,000. So I've definitely committed more than I anticipated. But it's okay. We'll shop for some pins at Pin Trader and make a friend and spend more money. What else do you do in Disney World? Okay, here I am. This is me in my car. And I decided my friend is going to be Ty, my husband. Because he's my best friend. So there we are. Ready to go. All right, well, with 5, that took me to Starbucks. And guess what Starbucks is? This is a payday, baby. So we're first payday in. We're immediately starting off strong, and I could not be more excited. Because as the Disney adult, I get 7,000 worth it points, kind of like cash for us. Because I'm the Disney adult, and this is gonna be more worth it for me. So I gained 7,000. Now remember, I was negative $8,000 after my friend Ty got in the car. So now I'm totaling with about a negative 1,000 points, which doesn't feel great, but you know what? It's gonna be worth it because I'd spend anything to come to Disney World. And I do, and I have. In real life, not as a bit, not as a joke.
All right, here I go. On the button. I got a 1.
Off to a great start.
That makes sense because I hate theme parks.
Well,
boo.
bye.
I didn't want to come here. This is the worst. Bridezilla. 1 says, I'm still at the main entrance. Says you get your spaceship Earth family picture and collect $300. Okay, all right. I'm already still negative, but that's okay. Yeah. There are a couple different photo pass photographers, but there's also this one up here. These 2 up here seem to be taken, but there's one up here who is not taken. I'd love to grab a photo pass picture.
Okay, I'm so excited. I get to play for this one. Here we go. Ooh, 7.
Oh, good roll.
Yeah, it's a pretty good roll. Okay, guys, come on, let's go. We got a lot to get going. Okay, another piece to this game, because I'm the sole person that chose to ball on a budget, is that all 3 of those that chose to ball out actually start off with 3 extra life tiles, which kind of sucks. But it's okay, because we're the Disney parents, we're gonna figure this out. It'll be totally fine. All right, everybody, I'm clearly gonna be leading this car here. I'm so sorry to my poor little husband because he usually comes everywhere with me and he normally drives, but because I'm kind of leading this time, we've got our car. Okay, we've reached a very pivotal moment in this life board game. So if you're familiar with the game, you'll know that there's a point where you can reach certain destinations where you need to choose a risky path or a safe path. So for this moment, because of this split in the board game, I'm gonna go with the risky path. So that's gonna take us a couple more spaces over. Hopefully we can earn a life tile while we're doing that and maybe get some extra points or extra whatever's out of this. Who knows? So 2 more spaces over on the risky path. Okay, space number 7. I see you, Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Okay, so now that we've reached our destination, I do need to tell you that we've earned a life tile. And with this particular life tile, we have to do a challenge to earn it. So now I need to go over to Joffrey's, me and my car and my little husband, and we need to go and review a Joffrey's item. So come along with us. Let's go pick something out. Okay, I don't mean to keep you in suspense here, but we chose the mango iced tea here from Joffrey's. It's fantastic. It's actually my family's favorite. My husband, my kids really, really love this one. You can see it's a pretty big cup that it comes in. I'm actually giving it just a few minutes to get a little bit more chilly because I don't think it's served chilled. They actually have to add ice to it, but yeah, it's yummy. Okay, I'm shaking it up real good. You can hear the ice is kind of melted in it. That is fantastic. I'm sorry, it's so refreshing, especially since it's so hot here today. It is a mango syrup that's added to a freshly brewed sweet tea. Oh my gosh, so good. Most of the teas here in Disney are unsweetened, if you didn't know that, so you kind of have to sweeten it to your liking. But the mango here just really does enough for it that you don't have to add anything extra to it. It's delicious. I highly recommend it.
I got 4. Let's go. What am I? Oldtimer. Let's go at a reasonable pace. You know, I haven't been to Disney since the 80s, and everything looks very different. I rolled a 4, which means I actually go to the stop space and don't move any further. And I'm headed to Pin Traders, which is right here. It's actually Pin Traders and the Camera Center. And I'm gonna walk inside just because it's really hot, but this is where we all have to bring a friend. Your money spent doubles. I've decided that I am grandpa, so I'm gonna bring grandma along. I'm not in the driver's seat. I haven't been cleared to drive for a while. Oh, there we go. Grandpa and grandma now, the old timers, enjoying the parks together. Looks like a couple of people have already hit payday and gotten some of those worth it points. And it looks like Miranda has already hit the first split. So just like on the Game of Life game boards, where there's risky routes and there's safe routes, we have that in this game too. You can take riskier routes through Epcot or safer routes. Risky routes means potentially more life tiles. Safer routes means move a little faster, so you might finish sooner, get more life tiles at the end, and you might not lose any money on those routes. Looks like Miranda went risky, and she's already gotten a life tile. So Miranda is moving at this point. Yeah, I'm at negative 8,000, and Miranda's clobbering us.
My one roll took me here to Creation Shop. This is kind of like Epcot's Emporium. It's where you're gonna find a lot of that more generic Disney stuff. This is the biggest store in this park. If you're looking for like ears to grab before your day starts, or like a bag, or just a good old generic Disney tea, this is gonna be your spot. And here, my space. Oh, okay. I wanna read this verbatim. This is what I get for laughing at the Oldtimer. Someone needs to take a break. Pay $300 to the Oldtimer. It's about right. Thank you, Oldtimer. I'm already paying Quincy money. That's so funny. So now I'm negative monies, even worse. Like, that's not the best.
Yeah, I did need a break. And now I've got some money, which is pretty darn cool. Putting me a little less in the red on this trip, on whether it's worth it or not.
Listen, it's important. Yeah, not just for old timers, but for everyone. Take a break from time to time. It'll help with that burnout, you know what I mean? And I rolled a 7. Let's go. Now I have to stop at Pin Traders to bring a friend. The Pin Traders is a location where You can find all sorts of pins, as well as you can, grab some soda, water, and such. All right, vroom vroom. Okay, now I gotta go. I've come to a crossroad. I can either take the safe path or the risky path. The risky path means, now if I took the risky path, I'd potentially get more life tiles, which will help me out in the long run. But the safe path, gets me through the entire board quicker. My first payday, which is the Starbucks location. It's Connections Cafe. Connections Cafe is the Starbucks location here at the front of the park. We always typically say, avoid the Starbucks locations at the front of the park if you can. Now, there are some exceptions to that rule. But yeah, here we go, payday. I've been given 3 hotels at random to choose from. I was given Wilderness Lodge, French Quarter, and the Coronado. I'm gonna choose Coronado, specifically because of my current character of hating theme parks. The Coronado is just kind of far enough, away from all the theme parks, but it has some really great adult things like the Dahlia Lounge, which is the top floor. There's amazing views. You can see some fireworks from up there. They've got 3 bridges, one of my favorite kind of dining locations, resort dining locations. It's worth 10,000 points because I'm saving some money. The Coronado is a moderate resort, but it's such a great resort. So I think that's why they gave me 10,000 points. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm in the positive. I'm in the positive for worth it points. Just a theme park hater staying at the Coronado, and I'm in the positive, baby. There we go.
Oh, okay, so we got a 4 this time. So let's hop over 4 more spaces. Test Track is actually our ending destination. Unfortunately, Test Track will be going down soon as well for an extended refurbishment. Looks like they're gonna do a massive overhaul on the ride and the theming here. But we're really excited to see what it will look like once it reopens in its new version of itself. Unfortunately for this stop though, it says someone loved Test Track enough to ride it twice, which means we now owe $300 to the bank. Womp womp womp. Unfortunately, this Disney mom is now out $300 for a very expensive lightning lane. And now I'm suddenly rethinking this entire Disney trip with my kids because this is getting expensive very, very quickly. I mean, seriously, $300 for 1 extra ride?
Everyone's kind of moved already into like the World Discovery area. So let's see where we head. 1. Okay, well, it's a move. We've got our game boards here. I have to move to Starbucks, Connections Cafe. So let's head there. This is a payday spot on the board, which is awesome. It means that we just get payday. Now the cool thing about payday spots is you don't actually have to land on them to get your payday, but this will be the first time we get our standard allotment of worth it points for being an Oldtimer. So that's gonna be 6,000, it's gonna help us get way better out of the hole here. We get payday and we're safe. We don't lose any money this town, nothing happens. But we do need to go ahead and decide before next turn if we wanna go risky or safe.
We're back on a roll. I had to get that 1 out of my system. We are having the best day ever in Disney World. And I got an 8. And I have to go choose a hotel. But luckily, it's right here at the Play Zone, which I'm literally standing next to. The Play Zone, if you don't know what that is this cutie little playground. It goes through different themes throughout the year, but it's just a great place for kiddos to kind of come and burn energy, run around. Wally and Eve are here on aspects of it, and it's just very cute. And it has some benches and stuff in the back for the parents. It actually looks really, really nice today. And maybe it always looks this nice and I just don't pay attention because I don't have kiddos. Okay, I get to choose my hotel. I've got a few options. I don't even have to look. One of the options is Polynesian, and as a Disney adult, that's what I'm choosing. Okay, and because of that, I got 9,000 points. We are finally out of the hole. I'm a Disney adult. I'm getting everything I've ever wanted out of this. So that's taking me to because I was in the hole, that's over 7,000 worth it points. I'm feeling amazing, and why wouldn't I? I'm in Disney World. We made it over to the Odyssey. If you don't know what the Odyssey is, it's right here at the entrance to the Mexico Pavilion. You can also cut through near Test Track to get over here. During festivals, they have different things here, different occasions, different fun stuff. You're gonna find Santa in here around Christmas time. It's gonna be a festival booth some other times. And so just like lots of event space. Next to it is the baby care center. This is where you're gonna find baby care and first aid in case you need any help. It's right here to the right, closest to Mexico. And I came over here because this is where it told me to come, and baby care stop, pay $300 to the little kid. Well, we don't have a little kid in this game just yet. We might if we have to end up switching around, but for now, it's going straight to the bank, so I'm losing money again.
All right, roll to 5, let's go. All right, looks like we landed here at Swirled Showcase. Swirled Showcase is your soft serve location here at Epcot, right next to Canada. Now, we are randomly here at the times between festivals, so there's not really a festival happening, but a lot of times they'll have some fun soft serve offerings here for different festivals. In fact, the Food and Wine Festival is coming up soon. It's actually shorter than it's been in the past, but it's okay. This is Food and Wine is coming up, and we will be there. The AllEars team will be there on the very first day to review it all. It's gonna be awesome. But apparently, the Disney adult heard about a soft serve that she just had to try online. So now I gotta go give the Disney adult, which is Emma, 300 worth of points.
You know what? I did want to try that soft serve. So, feeling pretty good about my odds right now.
What is it with Disney adults just looking at the best news sites in order to, you know, learn everything they need to know about Disney, like AllEars.net. Cha-ching.
Okay, so two is how many we're allowed to move now. So let's go. Let's hop over 2 spaces. Are you still with me? Is it time for a midday snack? Because I got them in my bag. We can stop, or we can just keep going. We can just snack and eat. Up to you. Fortunately enough for us, because we spun so much on the first round and then medium on the second round, we're not really having to go far with spinning a 2 this time. So we're actually headed right above where we currently are, over in the play zone. Okay, because this is a stop, it says we must choose a hotel now. So our choices, based on a random draw, thank you producers, is Porter Lanes Riverside, Disney's Boardwalk Inn, and Disney's Contemporary Resort. And since we've decided to ball with the budget, I'm thinking we need to take the lesser of all 3 and choose Riverside.
Exciting stuff is happening. People are starting to pick their hotels. This is a big one because you can only pick certain hotels with you balled out. And the hotels have different values of worth it points. Some are more worth it, some are less worth it. And the value of the hotel doesn't necessarily go with the worth it points. So, I don't know. It looks like Sage picked Coronado Springs. Not a surprise there. And, let's see. Miranda picked Riverside. Not bad either. But we are back to our turn. So, I'm going to roll. 1. Okay. Another 1.
Quincy as the Oldtimer, once again, proven that she is an intense method actor and just barely moving on the board. It's taking her sweet time.
Someone needs a break. Pay $300 to the Oldtimer. I am the Oldtimer. Connections Eatery is a quick service restaurant on this side of the park. One of the few on this side of the park. It's gonna have kind of a worldly menu. They do have mobile order. They have lots of indoor air conditioned seating, and they even have USB ports in the booths on this side. Now, something to note is that you do have to have your food with you to sit in this area during busier times. They will only let you through if you have food that you've purchased from here, which is actually pretty cool because it sucks to have food and not be able to find a seat. If we land on a space that means we have to pay somebody, our money goes directly to that player. Because I landed a space that's pay Oldtimer, I actually gained the $300 from the bank. So that puts me at a nice negative $1,400. This trip is getting to be worth it. As an Oldtimer, even though my pace is a little slow, because I've rolled a couple ones, I feel like it's gonna pick up, so it's fine.
I thought we were starting left. Nope, we're starting right. But on our way, this Joffrey's right here in front of where you can meet Asha is a payday. So I'm raking in the dough. That's just life. That's what I do in life. I rake in the dough. I go to Disney World. I love it. And with a big roll like number 8, we're already in Canada, friends. We're starting on the right, which typically feels wrong, but in this way, it feels right, correct. I don't know, but I'm very excited. I feel like we're running around the board, and as a Disney adult, I think it makes sense because like I would run around Disney faster than anyone else. Now there's a handful of things you can do back in Canada, but my 8th roll is gonna take us shopping. I'm landing here in Northwest Mercantile, and we're gonna find out just what I'm doing in here. Oh, it's a live tile. I'm on a live tile. Okay, souvenir time. Choose a souvenir for each of your opponents. Easy. Okay, so I have the Oldtimer, I have the theme park hater, and I have the mama. Okay, so immediately, I think this could be fun, but there's a little too much Disney on it for that theme park hater. So I think I'm gonna go with this Canada mug because it comes with a really neat spoon. Canada theme park hater can enjoy this because it's not too Disney specific. For the Oldtimer, I'm gonna grab her a flag because I think they love tradition, and this is nothing if not tradition. And then for the mom, I was a little torn because there's a lot of good mom stuff. This tote is really nice. This big Canada tote, which I think a lot of moms could use, but I decided I'm gonna go with one of the ornaments because I think all mothers love a good ornament from their trip. And I really like, oh, I like the ice skates. We're gonna go with the ice skates. That's for mom.
Wow, rolling a 5 again. I don't know what's happening, but I'll take it. Let's go. All right, looks like I'm just landing on another payday over here at this Joffrey's. So between Canada and the United Kingdom, the UK pavilion, there is a large gate. Typically you can find a couple things here. Well, one, you're definitely gonna find a Joffrey's, which is where you can get coffee and donuts, and I can get my worth it points. But sometimes these gates will open up for special events. A lot of times it's called World Showplace back there, and a lot of times they'll do like corporate events. Whenever you if you ever hear me in the chat or something saying, "Oh yeah, I'm seeing an event today," it's usually back there. And sometimes during cast member training, they'll actually have a random bunch of characters come out in this general area, which is a lot of fun here and also over in the American Pavilion. You just never know. You never know where they're going to come out.
Okay, cool. So we spent a 3 this time, which moves us a little bit, but not too much. So hopefully this means that we got more opportunities for more lifestyles. So let's go ahead. Let's start working on our 3 spaces that we're moving. Okay, sorry, that was my sad attempt at a car, but here we are. We had to pass the Odyssey building over here, but because we're going past this Joffrey's here in the World Showcase, this is our next payday. So thank you, Joffrey's. We have earned another payday, earning us another whopping 6,000 worth it points. Okay, since we made it to our destination, which was Disney Traders, it's actually a blue tile, which means that whatever we landed on is actually optional. So because we chose Port Orleans Resort Riverside as a Disney parent before, I'm thinking we should take the risk and draw for a brand new set of Disney resorts and see how well that kind of fares out for us. So we've got brand new options. Our options this time are All-Star Music, Disney Saratoga Springs Resort, and Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. Again, because we're balling on a budget and we're really trying to come out ahead on a win with this one, ultimately, I think we need to switch resorts to All-Star Music, see if that can put a little extra money in our pocket.
People passing paydays, people getting tiles. But most interesting is that Miranda did a split stay and switched to All-Star Music. Interesting move, interesting move. I still haven't chosen my hotel because I've only moved about 4 spaces in this board. Maybe 5. 6 actually, ha. Mission Space, not a great spot for an old-timer. This is a pretty intense ride. There is an orange mission and a green mission. The green mission is less intense, orange is more. And the orange mission does spin you in a centrifuge that ups the G-forces. Pretty intense. Do read the warnings before riding this one because it can be a bit much. I just don't think I remember this from my years in Epcot as a younger man. I don't know why I've decided to be a grandpa, but I have. That's you know, we made it to Mission Space. I think we might pop in the gift shop just to get some air conditioning. All right, landing on Mission Space means you've brought a kid along. Spend another $1,000. Okay, well, I'm bringing my adult child because I'm an elder folk. which means I gotta put somebody new in my little car. I spent $1,000, but I gain a life tile. You don't know how much the life tiles are worth until the end of the game, but hopefully they're worth more than 1,000. I can't find my little car. I found it. I had a girl in my pocket. The Oldtimer party has been upgraded to be grandma, grandpa, and adult daughter. So 3's a party, and that's our first life tile. So I've come into the air conditioning to wait for other people's turns, but feeling pretty good.
This feels like a lie. I spun 8 again. I'm feeling incredible, and I think it might be too good to be true. But I spun 8. We're making our way downtown. I keep referencing that song lately. Payday. Another Joffrey's. Cha-ching! I'm sure the editor will add like a cha-ching sound, but I wanted to do it to myself. Cha-ching! I'm still not at my number 8 spot, but I am passing the International Gateway, which is another payday. Cha-ching! It means I got 2 paydays on my way to my next spot. And because I'm the Disney adult, that means I have 7,000 times 2 worth of points, plus what I ever had. So I'm well out of the negatives, which I'm not surprised by, because this is my playground. This is my world. I'm the Disney adult here. Okay, we've made it into Francois, which actually is amazing because that means we skipped entirely through the UK, and we are already 3 countries in. And this is finally where we're stopping. This is where our 8th spot is taking us, and it's taking us to a little walk-up stand right here, one of our favorite spots in France, and that is Le Vin des Chefs de France. Now, did I pronounce it right? I would not bet my life on it, that's for sure. Switch Worth It cards with a player of your choice. I don't have to do that. The blue ones, the blue square that I just landed on is suggested. I'm getting the most money out of anyone. I'm not switching. I think I'd be a clown to switch, so I'm not switching. I'm just gonna hang out here until my next turn. Maybe grab a drink for myself, because I'm a Disney adult. And what else do you do here?
Emma, what are you doing? I really wanted that Disney adult. You should have switched archetypes, friend. I have to tell you, I'm coming after yours if I can. Sorry, not sorry.
Dude, Emma is flying right now. She just passed 2 paydays. I've rolled a 7. I know I'm gonna pass another payday, and I'm so excited to get those worth of points. All right, so this is my stop. 7 spaces led me to here. This is where you can actually grab your a very, very popular drink here at Epcot, which is the orange slush, or the citron slush, which is basically Grey Goose or Grand Marnier. That's a really fun slush martini form. Okay, let's see what the square says. Oh my gosh, this says switch Worth It cards with a player of your choice. Okay, so I don't have to. Worth It card with a player of my choice. So I'm basically switching personas? Is that what that means? I'm switching personas. That means I get whatever Worth It points they get on their payday. But I'm still staying at the Coronado, so I'll take that. Okay, who do I want to switch with? I think right now, currently, Emma, as the Disney adult, gets the most Worth It points when she passes the payday. So Emma, I'm sorry, but I think you've got to be the theme park hater, and I need to be the Disney adult.
What do you want? I'm the happiest Disney adult alive, but I don't want to see you here.
And I am a theme park angry person.
Why'd you stumble over hater? Angry person.
So I looked at the cards. I looked at the board, and it said that I could basically switch the Worth It point card with anyone, any player. And
that's why you're gonna choose Old Man Yeller, who's back on square
one.
Old
Man Yeller?
Who's back on square one.
No. Who has rabies? No, unfortunately, you get the most points.
I hate you.
And I love Disney.
Do you know what I'm attempting to do?
What?
Anakin Skywalker.
I hate you. I have the higher castle now. This Disney adult. I'm sorry.
I have to go.
I'm sorry.
I'll never forgive you. I actually can't go until it's my turn to roll.
Oh, okay. Wait, neither can
and
I.
so now we're stuck. I'm not talking to you.
Sage and Emma just switched. You know, Emma's the hater and Sage is the Disney adult. That's wild. I'm just the old timer. These kids, they're all the way in France. I'm gonna lose.
See, you should have switched when you had the chance, but now it seems that the tables have turned, Emma, and now Sage is the Disney adult and you are now the theme park hater. Let's see if you can pull that one off. We've arrived at space number 8 in our latest turn, the Rose and Crown dining room. But I have bad news, guys. Our space here says that we ate too heavy of a meal on a hot park day and now we have lost our next turn. So it sounds like we're just gonna be hanging out here for a little while.
Hey, well, while we're standing here, Miranda just lost her turn. Hater!
Disney adults and theme park haters can get along when other people suffer.
We're going to Space 220. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I have rolled a lot of very low numbers here in the start of the game. I rolled 3 ones. I rolled more ones than anything else. So I think that's fitting though. Old timers take their time. They had their heyday in the parks. Things aren't what they used to be here. They're different now. We gotta take our time. We gotta experience it to the fullest. And that's what we're doing. Space 220 is actually literally in the same building as Mission Space. It is a restaurant where you take an elevator all the way up to space and dine with a view of the outer space and the Earth. It is a really cool restaurant. The window's super fun to look at. The food's pretty good. It's definitely a must-do at least once, but then maybe if you've done it once, you don't need to do it a bunch of other times. But to access it, you're gonna go up this little side pathway towards Space 220 restaurant. Landing on the Space 220 space, it says, okay, who wouldn't think this is cool? Pay $300 to the theme park hater, which is no, they switched. It is Emma now. So $300 to Emma. I'm sure she'll be thrilled.
Also, you don't want to hear this, but turns out Quincy just paid, the old man, just paid theme park hater $300.
See, the second I'm not the theme park hater, that's when you're gonna get paid.
It's kind of hard to hate when you're making cash like this.
Make it hate cash.
Hate cash!
Sure.
I've gotten 8 the last 2 times.
Oh my gosh.
It's good to be a hater. Bye! It turns out all 8 spaces were in France, so it just took me here to Chefs de France, which really the entrance is over there, but I'm here because I didn't realize that it would just take me through France, so I started walking. Okay, Chefs de France. Can we see the fireworks from here? Pay $300 to the old man. Why is the old man getting all my cash?
But I do want to know what Chefs de France has fireworks.
All right, looks like my roll is leading us to Les Halles, which is a kind of like a bakery, coffee shop all the way in the back in the France pavilion. You can grab some sweets here like macarons, but you can also grab some really nice pastries like croissants and sandwiches, things like here. And if you need some coffee, you can grab this as well. But my square says everyone's happy at Les Halles. Collect 300 points. Done and done. Now Les Halles is very popular. There's typically a line. Sometimes there's a line out the door. So if you're wanting to grab a pastry, you can even just grab a baguette for really cheap and a stick of butter and walk around with that. I mean, I've done that before because it's delicious, but know that you might be waiting just a little bit. But I'll take my 300 worth of points because this AC right now is worth it.
Gosh, I probably shouldn't be sitting out here in the sun because that was a full meal. Oh, I'm stuffed.
All right, we're going big money, no whammies on this roll. How is this even possible? I rolled a 1 again. Okay, well, let's go to test track. Oh my gosh, I'm just really doing the in-depth tour of World Discovery. I should have taken the safe path. This is what happens when you go risky. Okay, I've got someone loved that enough to ride twice. So I have to pay 300 to the bank because it wasn't one of the archetypes in play. So 300 to the bank. That's not too bad. I am still in the negative, but you know, I'm not too far in the negative. I think, you know, I got a life tile from bringing my adult child along. Hopefully things are gonna work out. Should I buy a Chevy? Does that seem like the kind of thing an Oldtimer would do in Epcot? Probably not.
I'm here in Morocco. First I stopped because Payday is at Spice Road Table and I'm passing that. So I'm getting paid, but now as a hater I'm making a lot less. I'm losing about 3,000 points. So it's not good. I'm only getting 4,000. But really the reason I'm fully stopped and not just walking straight past is because we made it to another split. This is the next split, which means I can choose to either go risky again or I can go the easy route. I feel like I want to really do a lot of life. I want to feel a lot of life tiles, so I think I'm going to go risky, and that means I'm going straight to Kumite, but that scares me. So let's see where that takes me and how much that's going to cost. Welcome to Japan. We've almost made it halfway around the world, y'all. This is crazy. I have to come over here to Kumite. Now this is one of these signature dinings that you're gonna find in Disney World. It is pretty pricey compared to a lot of dining because it's signature. It's incredibly nice. Quincy and Breedlove have been over here. I've never gotten to come, but this is kind of one of those bucket list things for me, and it is only open during certain times of the day. Right now, middle of the day, not one of those times. Life, I get a life card. I have to bring a grandparent, but now I get to add another person to my car. And it says grandparent, and I don't have kids. I don't have kids, but I do have a dog named Pepper. And I'm gonna bring my mom as a grandparent. She probably would rather be a real grandparent than, I didn't even get her in the car, sorry Mom. She'd probably rather be a real grandparent than just Peppers, but that's her grandchild for now. So that's me, my mom, and Todd.
So I rolled a 1, but I think that means I get a life tile, which is very good. I'm not crazy about the 1, but I like the life tile. I get to go to the ice cream location, the Artisan Ice Cream and Sorbet location here in the France Pavilion. They've got some really great things here. Like the ice cream martini is basically 2 scoops with a shot of Grand Marnier or whipped cream vodka. It's literally in a martini glass, and they put ice cream in there, and then they just pour vodka or Grand Marnier or rum in there. But then there's also the Croque glacé. Oh, I'm really bad at French. But it's basically 1 scoop with a choice of sauce in a homemade brioche pressed warm bun, and that is next level. If you're interested in that, I recommend getting here like not at the end of the night. You know, get here at least in the early afternoon, because once the brioche is out, then it's out. All right, I heard the French cast member say it. Croque glacé. So this is the Croque glacé, which I got vanilla on the inside and caramel. The caramel was my sauce, as like a basic vanilla caramel pressed in a warm brioche bun. I am so excited to eat it. I cannot wait.
Yes, finally our turn again. Ugh, okay, now that my stomach's feeling so much better after that heavy meal, let's get to it. All right, we've made it to Le Vin de Chef de France. We have the choice to switch Worth It cards just like Emma and Sage did. And I'm thinking I need to take that title. So I'm tired of being the Disney mom. I think it's time to be the Disney adult. I kind of find it a little bit more fitting considering we don't have any children in our car just yet. So let's call Sage over here and tell him the good news.
Why did you call me back here? I was getting a life tile. I was eating a Croque glacé. I had a great time. Why am I here?
Well, because this is an optional spot. It's a blue tile. Oh wait, it gets better. You want to know who it gets better for?
No.
Me.
I just did this to Emma. You know this, right?
Yeah. So you are no longer deemed the Disney adult. I will take that title. So you now get to be the Disney dad.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine.
Now listen, was I mad that I didn't get to be a Disney adult anymore? Yes, I was. But am I finding immense joy in the fact that Miranda just stole it from Sage? Yes, I am. And I'm being a hater, and I'm loving every second of it, and I'm having fun, and I think that's funny. So Sage, from one hated to another, Miranda got you.
I am hoping that this is the time that I get to pick a hotel, because that could be a big change. I might actually go positive if I get to pick a hotel. I need to roll more than a 1. So I'm gonna try reverse psychology on the spinner and see if it works. Give me a 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now that works. For the first time ever, that works. How many 1s in a row am I at? Like 4? Oh my gosh. They're so far ahead of me. The good news is that the 1 does take it to a refreshment station, which is a live tile space. So, you know, it's not all bad news. The action at refreshment station is to get hydrated. Now this is actually a spot where you can get frozen slushes. They're really, really tasty, and they can really help you cool down. They also have one that's lemonade based, so it's a little less like, not quite as sugary. They have frozen Coke, but the task here is to get hydrated. So I'm just gonna drink some of my water that I have and gain a life tile for it. If you don't have water, this spot does have bottled Dasani, but it is hot enough that I am back in the habit of risking my water bottle's existence every time I come into the parks. I am prone to lose this guy, but it's just so important for me to have access to a ton of water at all times. And this is a lot of water. It's also very heavy.
Quincy just rolled 1 again. I think she's taking the old-timer thing way too seriously. Most old-timers aren't moving this slow, sister. I've made it to America. A great place to have life. We live in America, so I mean my life's gone pretty well so far, the real one. So I think it bodes well that I'm the first to make it to America. I'm gonna take that. And I feel like I'm running. Even though I'm having to wait in between turns, it's like I get so excited I just start booking it over here, which is like it's not a race. So I think maybe I'm just having like the game-induced worry, and I'm so used to racing. But no race today. My next spot did take me here to Auto Disney, so let's see what I'm landing on. Spin again, if not in the lead. Well, I'm in the lead, so maybe I'm not glad I made it to America this fast. Okay. Just waiting for my turn now on the easy.
All right, I am here. Chefs de France. This is the exit, but I was looking for some shade. Chefs de France is a table service restaurant here in the France Pavilion, obviously featuring French cuisine. But the Oldtimer wasn't quite sure if this was a solid place to watch the fireworks, and I would have told the Oldtimer, no, it is not. So now I gotta send Quincy 300 points.
Somebody else landed on Chefs de France. Paid 300 to the Oldtimer. That's me. It was Sage. She has to give me 300. Still in the negative. I think they're all in the positive if I'm doing the math right. And I'm in the negative. They also are like all in World Showcase in France, America. And I am like 10 steps from where the game started.
We're coming up on our 1 space hop over here at La Creperie du Paris. It is a wonderful restaurant. They've actually got a quick service window kind of right over here to the side, where if you don't want to actually dine inside the restaurant, you can go and grab your crepes or your ice cream or just a regular beverage here to kind of go. But there's not going to be much seating or any kind of table space, so you'll probably have to go out of this particular part of the France Pavilion and go and find one of those other tables. All right, our space says someone needs a treat and doesn't care where it's from. Now we owe $300 to the bank. Kind of thinking that was an expensive treat. Are crepes $300 here? I mean, in Disney I'll pay it, but yeah. Okay, so we're out $300 yet again.
Yes, a 6. Okay, that is finally a number that has a lot of things. So we've got some serious space to move here. We're gonna get our hotel. All right, this is good, let's go. 6 spaces, it's gonna take us not quite all the way into World Showcase. I think I'll technically be in World Celebration still, but we're right there. We're gaining on them. I think I might not take the risky pads later, we'll see. But I'm stopping by Play Zone here because we have to stop here to choose our hotel. And I think I'm gonna go with Boardwalk because I think that's a great one for folks that want a slower vacation. I know it's probably gonna be not as worth it because it's so expensive, but the Boardwalk is just steps into Epcot. There's a boat to get to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. It's just really easy to get around, and I think as the old timer, that's something I should prioritize, just ease of the trip, because running around like crazy, not for me anymore. Okay, the good news is I did pass that payday, which is putting us in a good shape. The bad news is that the Swirled Showcase space says someone read about the soft serve online and has to try it. Pay $300 to the Disney adult. Where did she read about that? AllEars.net. Those ruffians.
So I'm skipping I'm at least skipping some spots. We're not going to American Adventure, but of all the places to go, we're going to Fife and Drum, which is, it's a place I'm going, but I'm not getting a turkey leg unless they make me. All right, this is it. This is the Fife and Drum Tavern. This is where you're gonna find some popcorn, some turkey legs, some slushies. Occasionally they'll have kind of more specialty items for like the 4th of July, more American holidays, but really hot dog, pretzel, jumbo turkey leg, popcorn, all that good jazz. Oh, it's a lifeguard! It's a lifeguard!
He's right behind you.
Bring a kid, but I do have to spend, I have to spend more money. So right now it's me, Ty, and my mom. See it? And then I have an extra pink one with me. Little focus. So we're gonna say this is Pepper. I dropped Pepper. I'm already starting off bad as a mother. Not surprising to me. Okay, so now it's me, Ty, my mom, and Pepper. Pepper's a pretty expensive kid. I found her here at the Fife and Drum Tavern, and honestly, I think my little family's complete, and also is making me laugh that even in a fake world, I'm still making my mom have a grandchild that's a dog. Love it though.
It looks like the one leads me to a Spice Road Table in Morocco, which again is another table service restaurant. But the thing that I love about Spice Road Table is there's a walk-up bar. It's a full service bar, it's a full bar, so you can grab whatever you want, tequila, bourbon, vodka, gin, whatever your thing is. They do have specialty cocktails, but it is a full bar, and they do to-go, which is awesome. So let's go get, oh wait. With this Disney Dad, I made 6,000 points. So, it's not as good as Disney Adult, but it's definitely better than Theme Park Hater. So I'll take my 6,000 worth of points payday. Spice Road Table, let's go.
All right, we enter World Showcase. I made this board and I made it go right. Why did I do that? I'm a lefter. Left or right in World Showcase, a big debate. Let me know in the comments where you stand. I go left, but for some reason I made this board go right. Can't tell you. I rolled a 2, so I'm going to Le Cellier. I'm down. Wish I could eat there. That's actually on my list of restaurants I've never been to, Le Cellier. There are only 30-something Disney restaurants that I haven't been to yet, and Emma is making me finish that list. She is taking me to the mall, which means Emma and I will probably have a romantic Le Cellier date in the future. Keep an eye out for that video. A heavy dining reservation midday. Pay $300 to Oldtimer. That's me, which means I gain $300 from the bank. That's good. This is kind of tricky. This is kind of a tricky one. Some folks say yes, do a dining reservation midday. Some folks say nay. I don't recommend doing more than one full table service dining reservation a day just because they take so much time. But doing one midday can get you out of the crowds, out of the sun in the hottest part of the day, and get you kind of relaxing inside. So I backed the Oldtimer on this one. I get $300 from the bank, and I am sweating, which I don't think you wanted to know.
As I'm waiting here, Quincy rolled 2 to get her finally to Le Cellier, which I just think is crazy that I'm literally halfway around the World Showcase and she's chilling in Canada. And I was gonna say I don't want to be a hater, but I kind of am a hater. I'm a theme park hater, and if I was really a theme park hater, I think in this moment I'd probably say takes too long to get around this place. But then I think I might be sounding old-timer because of that voice. I don't think I'm not naturally great at being a hater, and I will work on that for all of us. I just think I was Disney adult. I was Disney adult. It really called to my spirit and my soul. So I'm pretty disappointed to be a hater still. So it turns out I shouldn't have made fun of the Oldtimer because I got one. But luckily, that one just takes me over to American Gardens. This is the theater, which I'm actually standing in front of. So I'm trying to get out of the shade. So this is the theater. Lots of really fun stuff happens here. Amazing live entertainment. They rotate through depending on the festival. It's a lot of fun. Sage has even played here before. We love coming to see it. Highly recommend. It's a great like drive-by performance. Food and Wine will have really exciting ones coming up. And it counts as a payday. So I mean, I'm making money. So, but I guess I'm also standing here a little while longer.
Now, I do have the option to do the risky path or the safe path. Last time I chose the safe path because if I chose the risky path, I would have lost a turn based on what I rolled, or what I spun, the number that I spun. So this time I'm gonna do the risky path, and I can see that it's leading me to Art of Disney in the America Pavilion. All the way in the back of the America Pavilion, there is Art of Disney. You can actually find Art of Disney at a bunch of different locations all over Disney World. You find it at Disney Springs. There's even one like a version of Art of Disney, I think at Bonjour Gifts in New Fantasyland. But this is where you can find some really unique paintings, drawings, pieces by different artists. You can see David Buckley for $300. This Wally, super. Oh, Anastasia. Heck yes. Love me some Anastasia. But I'm here, I get to spin again. 2. All right, let's go. It looks like the 2 is leading me to Regal Eagle. Regal Eagle is a quick service location. It's going to be your barbecue spot, your barbecue joint. The reason I really love Regal Eagle is because of all the different sauces you can try. I'm a big dipper, not the stars, just just like I like to dip foods into different sauces to create different flavor profiles. And they've got a bunch of different sauces here. You can just grab some fries and just try all the different sauces.
He can't see me, but I can see Sage. He's going towards Regal Eagle. He's out of my viewpoint. I'm gonna go yell at him.
It's Quincy's favorite, meaning Regal Eagle is Quincy's favorite. It's also one of my favorites. And she made this game, so everyone collect $300. Okay, thanks old man Quincy for the 300 points. Nice.
Sage! Hey, come here.
Hey girl.
I'm in American Gardens, but I wanted to say thanks for the cash, brother. Get that old man.
Hey, listen, I'm really sorry that
No, I'm so welcome to the club. Stinks, doesn't it, when someone takes your stuff?
I promise to never take stuff from you ever again.
It's a lie. We both know it's a lie. It's like when Fremma says, and we're never gonna betray each other again. And then we both betray each other.
We've reached our final destination this turn, the Kabuki Cafe, which you probably don't realize is its name because it's clearly written in Japanese, right? So in case you didn't know, this is going to be the stop for the kakigori, which is kind of a slushy and icy, so to speak, the shaved ice. But then the real kicker with the kakigori is they add in the flavoring along with like a sweet cream. It's delicious. Truly, but that's not all they have here. They got sake slushies, sushi, bottled drinks, and then they've also got some beer, wine, sake things. But yeah, for the most part, this is going to be their feature. Someone had no idea this was back here, and now we owe $300 to the bank. You know, I thought being a Disney adult was going to be easier than being a Disney mom, but I'm still losing money. I don't know what's going on. We make money and then we spend it and then we don't know where it goes, and now I need to go and pass another payday to make more money.
Yorkshire County Fish Shop. Great spot to grab fish and chips. Not much else on the menu, fish and chips and beer. But this is a life tile space, so we do have to do a task to earn that life tile. And that is talk about all the places you can get fish and chips in the UK Pavilion. So obviously, you know this one. You can get fish and chips here at Yorkshire County Fish Shop. You can also get fish and chips at Rose and Crown, both versions. So you can get fish and chips sitting down at Rose and Crown, which, in our experience, at least the time that we got them, it was like thicker battered, which I didn't like it as much as the walk-up. And with that sit-down meal, you might want something a little nicer than fish and chips, but it is an option at the full sit-down restaurant. The pub is also a spot where you can get fish and chips. And the reason the pub is my favorite place to get it is because the fish and chips, even though I might like them the best from the counter, they're good from all the places. And if you get them from the pub, you can get them walk up without doing a full table service meal. And you get the good tartar sauce from Rose and Crown. They have packaged tartar sauce outside at Yorkshire County Fish Shop. They give you the good stuff here. So pub is my choice for fish and chips. But that is a life tile.
Okay, we're going 4. I think maybe I used up all of my good turns almost immediately. And I'm seeing Wendell. Look, little character celebrations happening. A lot of times if characters are getting ready to go out into the parks, you can find them here practicing to make sure they're doing the best job. So Eeyore's out here, and Pluto, and Wendell. Dang. I love all of those characters. If we were playing a game right now, I'd be in line for Eeyore. Love that guy. But we've made it to Italia, which is not half bad. And I'm still trucking. So I think maybe I might be the first one. I think I'm doing good. Maybe I can get all the way around. My 4 spins, they're taking me all the way to a restaurant I've never actually gotten to go to. It's here in the back, not Via Napoli, if you know. There's 2 sit-down restaurants really back here. And one of them is called Tutto Italia. As you probably guessed, it is a table service restaurant that serves Italian food. And I'm here. We're gonna see what the heck is going on. You know, a lot of people don't know about this spot. Pay $300 to the Disney adult. Dang, that could have gone to me. To Miranda it goes.
See, this is gonna be a problem. Everybody's picking up life tiles. Quincy just picked up a life tile at Yorkshire where you can grab the fish and chips. And those life tiles are really gonna matter at the end of this. Because, I mean, we're all passing paydays. So it's really gonna come down to these life tiles. It makes me very nervous. Maybe this tortoise in the hare story that she's crafting is gonna work out for her in the end. This is such karma, man. 1. All right, going 1, which means I'm going to fife and drum. Yeah, well, I definitely have a kid now, and which means I lost 1,000 points. Or no, did I get it? No, I lost 1,000. Which means I lost 1,000 points. That's okay. Because listen, we are populating the world with beautiful children. We are the world. Look who it is.
Fancy seeing you here.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I'm here at Fife and Drum, and I've got a kid now.
You know what? I mean, I guess I didn't realize it, but now that I'm reading the space, I do too.
Yeah!
Okay, 7 for me. I've definitely broken my curse. We're good, we're good. I'll pass another payday. And I have to go to La Signature. Well, all right. To France, we finally make it. World Showcase has some pretty unique merchandise stops, including this literal Guerlain perfumery store. You can try out the scents and shop. Pretty upscale, and you wouldn't guess, I think, that it's just tucked away in Epcot. This one is actually no more shopping from the little kid, so since we don't have a little kid, that's another $300 that I have to pay to the bank. But I'm up in the like 20,000s now. I don't know how other folks are doing, but I imagine about that well. So I think I'm okay. I'm just really behind. I have 6 life tiles though. So hopefully there's a balance happening. Unclear though.
Now I'm stopping here in the refreshment outpost. Now technically this is not considered one of the countries. There's 2 refreshment outposts, or there's 2 refreshment spots, I should say. There's the refreshment outpost, which is right here next to China and Germany, and then there is the refreshment port, which is over by Canada. But today I'm stopping here at the refreshment outpost. You're actually gonna find Dole Whip here, which is really cool. You also can find some face painting, and if you wanna see more about that, you can go watch our perfect day in Epcot. Right now they have cherry, pineapple, or swirl. They also have a mango rum drink, some seasonal beer. I have actually never had cherry Dole Whip, I don't think. And if I was reading on my way over here, let's see, this one is a live tile. It is a live tile, and I get to try something new. And I think cherry. It's either that or the mango rum drink, which I really don't really want that right now, as hot as it is. I'm not gonna give you a safety talk, but like, be smart when you're having a drink in Epcot in the summer. Okay, this is not made up, but I had to try something here. I did not want alcohol. I don't have to get that. And I've had Dole Whip before, but guess what? The machine was down, so I couldn't get cherry or pineapple Dole Whip, and the only other option right now was like a hot dog or the rum drinks. I didn't want that, but guess what they do have here? A frozen Coke. Now, have I had this before? Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this bad boy, because I think that was a sign from the universe that I'm not meant to be a hater, and it's really proud of me for trying, even though it's not who I am. So I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I'm gonna have a really nice time winning the game of life.
Which, in there, I get the possibility of potentially choosing another archetype. Do I no longer want to be a Disney dad? This is basically where you can buy a bunch of different Italian masks. Some are creepier than others. But yeah, and some of them are kind of gorgeous. You can also paint your own. Okay, it's very crowded in here. I don't want to disturb anybody, so I'm going to talk out here. I think I'm going to say Disney dad because 6,000 points is worth it, and yeah, just in case, I'm gonna stick with Disney dad.
We made it! Tutto Italia is our final landing spot for this turn. This is an Italian-inspired cuisine. It is a table service meal, but our space actually reads that there's not a lot of people that know about this spot. And because we're bougie and the Disney adults, that means that the bank now paid us 300 extra worth it points. Oh man, that's a good feeling. Being a Disney adult, being bougie, that's what it's all about. So let's go and dine in Tutto Italia now that not that many people know about it, and wait for our next turn.
Oh, I got an 8. Big money. Okay, so basically I was just banking up on my low rolls in the beginning. And now if I can choose a safe path here, I think I can catch up. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have the option to go risky or safe, and I'm feeling good with my 6 life tiles. I could get more if I went risky, but I think I need to catch up and have a chance at not finishing last. So I'm gonna go with the safe path. Here's funnel cakes, which is our stop. This square says, Mom, Dad, funnel cake. Another little kid one. I've landed like only on Oldtimer and little kid squares, but that means I do need to pay 300 to the bank since we still have a little kid. I think I'm still above 30K though, so I'm feeling okay on our worth it points. Why did I step out of the shade?
Here we are, we're on our way to Joy of Tea. This is gonna be this tea stand right here in front of us on the left. I think it's time for a drink. Pay 300 to the theme park hater. That's $300 to myself. I'm so excited about that. We're doing amazing. Our money's up, our lifestyles are up.
It just says celebrate at refreshment outpost, so I think I'm gonna get a beverage. I'm gonna get, I don't know, even a frozen Coke or something, because it is hot out today.
So we've made it over to Reflections of China, which is actually our ending destination for this turn. Huh. So there's one big downfall to this particular spot, and that is that I now have to pay some points over. So Oldtimer, you got 300 points coming your way because this is not really a Disney adult thing. I hope you enjoy your classic attraction, but it's a one and done for me.
All right, Summerfest is in the back here in Germany. It is a walk-up counter. This is where you get the pretzel bread pudding, which is one of my favorite sweet Disney World treats. But it's right back here. Usually pretty short line to get beer, Bratwurst, which incidentally is what the space says. It says, I need a beer and a Bratwurst in Germany. It is a must-do for me. And it is a pay the Oldtimer square. The good news is I'm having a trip for me. I've paid myself so many times, and that means that I'm not giving anybody else any money, and I'm just consistently gaining 300. So that's good. Maybe I can grip onto that as the hope that I might actually win this thing.
I just forgot to film apparently, but I got 3 and I got Payday, 9 dragons, and I'm just gonna keep hanging out here, I guess.
Miranda is moving now. I think she's passing us, which is wild. No, I think, yeah, she's literally passing us. I mean, why is it that the Disney adults, the character type in this game, are moving so quickly? So Kringle Cafe is the cafe here in Germany where you can get things like the spiked Viking coffee, which is one of my favorite things to get here, which is the Kahlua Baileys. It's frozen and it has these like fun chocolate Rice Krispies on top. You can also buy different things in cases like school bread, different pastries, things like that. Getting a treat, that's 300 worth of points. Let's go.
We've made it to our final destination this round, the Royal Summer House, where you can meet Anna and Elsa. Okay, not only can you meet some fantastic Frozen sisters here, we also earn some extra points. So we've earned 300 extra worth it points because this is definitely a Disney adult thing to do.
As the old timer, my drinking around the world days are behind me. But apparently our theme park hater can get behind drinking around the world because the Joy of Tea space says, I need a drink, and it's to pay the theme park hater 300. So, looks like I just jinxed myself, and I have to pay someone out.
6 is not bad. Anything that's above like 4, I will take. And 6 is taking me to La Cava. I don't know what that tile says, but I know I'm going to Mexico, and I'm skipping another country. The heat melts my brain. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. Eating and drinking around the world is harder than it looks. Lose a turn. So apparently I'm losing a turn, but if I'm gonna lose a turn anywhere, I would hope it's here, in the AC, in the dark.
The good news is that I'm going to La Cava del Tequila, which is my favorite bar, one of my favorite bars in Epcot. It's a tequila bar, it's a lot of fun. The bad news is that I lose a turn. The good news is that Emma's there.
Well. Feels good to be a hater if you're not alone, baby.
Yeah.
The Cava crew.
Yeah, and dads also hate snow from time to time.
And we're losing a turn. But if we have to lose a turn, I'd rather us lose it together at the Cava del Tequila.
I agree.
Because we've landed on the La Hacienda space, that means that we can earn a life tile as long as we do a challenge. So our challenge for this one is we have to go meet the Donald Duck, and I believe that he is just about ready to come out. So let's go try.
Hi Donald, it's good to see you out. Hey listen, so my friends and I are playing a very ginormous game of life around Epcot, and you are helping me earn a life tile.
Emma and Sage both lost their turns by hitting La Cava del Tequila. That's wild, so I guess they're just hanging out at La Cava together.
For those that don't know, the Grand Fiesta Tour is a slow-moving boat ride that's going to mimic Pirates of the Caribbean or It's a Small World, and you'll be taken all throughout different landmarks in Mexico as they celebrate.
It does seem like it happens to be one of the Oldtimers' classic favorite rides. So because that's the case, and they say, boy, is this a ride, we owe the Oldtimer 300 points. So Oldtimer, more points coming all your way.
My turn again, very fast, because Emma and Sage lost their turns last turn. So, rolling. Okay, 6, which is...
This is wild.
All three of us
All three of us are losing turns.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
So,
Miranda's gonna win.
does the game just end here and we just get
We
to...
just all end at La Cava.
Oh, we just get marks. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch our full tour of La Cava del Tequila. We got 8 again. I feel like this is like the universe is really working for us. Like the Disney adult magic that I had to let go of is still in my veins, and it's still working exactly the way I want it to. Because at the end of the day, I'm nothing if not a Disney adult.
I can see the land. This is actually like kind of a little bit of a hike to getting from La Cava.
Going around the world. If you don't know what this is, it's a flight simulation ride. One of my favorites. It is a classic, absolutely Epcot staple. You also can find it over in Disney California Adventure as well. It's so much fun. I highly recommend it. It typically does not have a super long wait unless it's really busy. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was actually pretty cool. Pay 300 to the theme park hater. That's me. I'm paying $200 myself. Okay. All right.
La Cantina is a quick service location here in the Mexico Pavilion where you can grab tacos, nachos, churros, kids meals, and margaritas. This actually is my favorite quick service. I actually really enjoy Chose de Margarita, not for the margaritas, but actually for the empanadas. They've got some killer empanadas over there, so I'm just gonna stare at Chose de Margarita from La Cantina.
We've got some decisions to make. As I'm coming up through this next stop, I'm realizing that we're coming to a split in the board. So again, we can take either the risky path or the safe path. And because we went risky this whole time, I think we should kind of keep with the status quo and opt for risky again. So that's actually going to take us out past Figment over into the land, and you'll see where we end up. But the Garden Grill restaurant is a table service restaurant that does accept reservations. It is pretty popular and in demand. They've got a wonderful menu for both breakfast and lunch dinner. But the selling point for this particular place is the characters.
And because Mickey's here, we have to pay for this meal. And for this meal, we have to give up 300 worth it points to the bank.
We did. This is it. This is the last space. I'm the first one to Spaceship Earth. Come on, turn around. That means I get 3 extra life tiles. I'm the first one here. And we made. I survived life.
Emma's the first to finish. She's the first to retirement. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, Journey of Water. I have made it to Journey of Water. Journey of Water is a walkthrough attraction that teaches you all about the water cycle. Give me my points, my worth it points.
The end is in sight. I think Emma is already ahead of me here, but I'm gonna go up here and meet up with her.
Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival.
At long last, I'm headed to retirement. I hope I've experienced enough life, you know what I mean? Life titles, and gone through enough paydays to win. Fingers crossed.
Now, Miranda and Emma have also completely finished the game during my last turn. And I just found out the stage finished the game, so it's just me now. I'm still gonna take the safe path just because I don't want to risk losing any more money. The C's task says short wait, ride for a tile, which is appropriate because it does have a 5-minute wait. I will ride for a tile, and then hopefully we spin enough to take us home. And hopefully this last tile is enough to get us not last place.
Just a theme park dad, a Disney adult, and a Disney hater. just waiting for an old timer to finish.
This is completely what I thought would happen today.
I didn't know we were gonna switch roles so many times.
I didn't know we switched roles, but I think the moment she got Oldtimer, we were like, I know what's happening.
Don't mind us. We're just in Disney Oak retirement. Because that's what happens in life, right?
Yeah.
The dream.
Golden nose.
Kicking back. See you later at the pool.
Hey.
I don't know other people's numbers, but I do know that I have 7 life tiles and a good amount of money. So I'm off the C's. I rolled a 5, which is high enough to get us to the finish line. Finishing last, I will not get any extra life tiles. So let's just hope that my 7 life tiles and my solid income over the course of the game are enough to put me in the running. We've all made it back. Finally. Some of us maybe took a little longer than others.
Hey, listen, old timers got a time old.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
We have tallied the points. Of course, it did come down to the life tiles.
Yeah.
In 4th place, we have Miranda.
Disney adult.
Disney adult at the end.
Well done. Well done.
In 3rd place, we have Sage.
Hey! Disney dad, baby. Bronze medal. If it's not bronze, throw it away.
That's what they say. Sure. All right, and we have, so Emma or me won. In 2nd place, we have Emma.
Whoa!
Theme Park Hater!
Whoa, the old timer won?
Which means finishing last actually meant finishing first. It means my run of ones meant that I was just racking up the tiles, baby. Racking up the tiles.
I don't know. I mean,
I won.
I think it's just for extra turns. Yeah.
No, it's it.
Y'all should have all rolled cards the whole time.
All right, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch us play Monopoly in Epcot.
We'll see you there.